It's going.
The roles of lithium extraction. There's many different methods to extracting lithium. You know, lithium is used in batteries, but it's also used in other things like medications for bipolar diseases, industrial lubricants, ceramics. So you know, lithium is extracted from the earth, but it's extracted in many different ways, and a lot of people see it in a bad way, which we will go over. This is a spodumene rock. This is what contains lithium. So they mine for these rocks, and then they take it to another processing plant, and there's different techniques to breaking this down. They use different types of chemicals. They can use different magnetic things to pull the lithium from the rock. And so this method is called mining. A lot of people, you know, when you mine, they have these large machines and they just dig up the earth. And here is a picture of an open pit mine in China. It's a really, really big hole, and that's the really big machine that they use to dig it up. So they pull lithium and other minerals from the ground. This method isn't really in today's technique. It's kind of like an older one. A newer one that they use is called brine evaporation ponds. So this one is the more popular one today. So they'll use waterways, which you can see, which is geothermal reservoirs or real salty water, and they'll pump the water into like maybe some dry lakes, and you know there'll be salt underneath them, and then they'll evaporate, and then they'll be left with like this salty brine. And so then they'll collect that salty brine and separate it, you know, at another processing plant as well. If you don't separate the lithium into a really pure form, then it causes hazard materials, and which is a safety concern. Whenever you use batteries, it has to be working right. Here is one in Nevada. This is the only one in North America. It is also an evaporation pond. The other ones are mainly in Chile, Argentina, Australia, China. Those are the largest suppliers. And so today, you know, we use batteries for everything. So, you know, the demand is really high. And so I think, so the Biden administration, you know, there's electric vehicles that, you know, that's popular, that everyone's making. And so the demand for lithium is really high. And so Biden, you know, is trying to push for electric vehicles, and so he donated like over $2 billion for research for more sustainable methods, because even, you know, mining, obviously you don't want to dig up the earth everywhere, so that's not really sustainable. This method, you know, it'll leak back into the waterways, and, you know, fish will die, animals that drink the water, it's just really bad. And so there's different new methods called direct lithium extraction. There's like an RCE method that they just came up with, but it's not current yet. And so hopefully there'll be more sustainable methods in the future. But it's good to know, you know, where lithium is extracted and how. And it's good to recycle your batteries to make sure that